Hey guys, this is Homeworld, and I'm bringing you something magnificent, something amazing has happened, and the Homeworld has been released. And released in the digital distribution. It's now the best-selling game on Steam, and it's just getting the attention it deserved 15 years ago. It was like the game of the year and all that good stuff, but people don't know about it. A lot of people don't know about this game, and I want to bring it to you and show you how amazing it is, so you can grab it as well. It's so cheap as well. So, Homeworld is a game, it's a real-time strategy game. It is fully 3D, so you can use the X, Y, and Z, or Z axis. Like, so easily you will see it in the game as well. And it has an epic story, and right now even amazing graphics. And it had amazing graphics in the year 1999 when it was first released. And it wasn't actually, like, nothing has outdone this game ever since. It's just so good. It's just so good. No one even came close. Some people tried to rip it off, but I don't think anything was particularly successful, or make a spin of it or something like that. You can see, like, in the bits of in the other games, like the engine trails. That's from Homeworld, and a lot of the other stuff, even the 3D movement. Although I don't think anyone got it as well as the guys in Relic. Well, sadly, Homeworld died somehow because, well, they were bought by THQ, and THQ went for bankruptcy. And they didn't use the license for anything, they had it for years. And then Gearbox bought it for like $1.2 million, and they were about as stoked about the game as me. And then they put all of their love and all of their resources into the game. They brought the people that worked on it from the old Relic, from the Blackbird Interactive, that, like, the old people that worked on the Homeworld series, and they just brought it back to life and to you all in the digital distribution, because it was impossible to buy the game. Because it was just, you had to buy the disc, the physical media, even of the Homeworld 2, which was released in year 2003. And my stream, I'm pretty sure it doesn't say you for. Anyway, so now we are back. The game has been polished, new textures, new models. It's using the Homeworld 2 engine, which is fantastic, even though even that is 12 years old. And yeah, you can play it right now, and it's really cheap on Steam, and you can find the link in the description, because you should pick it up. So I think I talked about this a lot, and let's show you the game. Go for the single player. I already played the tutorial, which was a little bit of a letdown and a warning for all of you guys, because even in the Homeworld Remastered, the first one, it's still using the units from the Homeworld 2. I think it shares the tutorials between the games, so it's kind of confusing. Also, one more thing, you get both the classic versions of both of the games in the package. You get 4 games, basically. Well, 2 versions of 2 games. So that's 4. Fantastic, but the opening is amazing, so I will shut up.
"100 years ago, a satellite detected an object under the sands of the Great Desert. An expedition was sent. An ancient starship buried in the sand. Deep inside the ruin was a single stone that would change the course of our history forever. On the stone was etched a galactic map, and a single word more ancient than the clans themselves: Higara, our home. the clans were united and a massive colony ship was designed. Construction would take 60 years. It would demand new technologies, new industries, and new sacrifices. The greatest of these was made by the scientist Kharak System, who had herself permanently integrated into the colony ship as its living core. She is now Fleet Command. The promise of the Guide Stone united the entire population. Every mind became focused on the true origin of our people. Every effort on the construction of the ship that would seek it out among the stars.
Scaffold control standing by.
All stations green.
You're cleared to approach. You got it.
Bays 8, 9, and 10 sealed.
Scaffold decks A, B, C secure. Decks D and E secure. Scaffold secure. All systems green. Release crew standing by. What a beautiful sight.
This is Fleet Command. Reporting Mothership relaunch status. Command online. Resourcing online. Construction online. Cryogenic subsections A through J online. K through S online. Scaffold control, stand by for alignment. Alignment confirmed. Stand by, release control.
All caliper banks released.
The mothership has cleared the scaffold. We are away. Stand by for command line testing.
Command line green. Initial fleet in position.
Setting drives to idle.
Okay, guys.
Fleet intelligence going online. Our task is to analyze all sensor data and generate mission objectives. Before the hyperdrive test, several trials must be completed. Test construction by building the primary research ship. Test resource processing by harvesting the asteroids provided nearby.
Hyperspace module charging. 35% capacity and rising. The mothership will be ready for the hyperdrive test in 10 minutes.
Okay, now I can speak. Maybe not.
Stand by to begin combat trials. First, we will be monitoring formation performance. Target drones have been provided here. Assign a formation to your fighters and destroy the drones.
Okay, okay, that is the game. I never even started this before the remastered. This is the first time I can see the the mothership in its full glory with its improved models and texture. But even then, if you compare it to the second mothership, it's just like, look at all these panels. It's like all haphazardly like bolted on, and it's like they literally just spent all this stuff just to make it work, make it happen over all those years. And yes, the same company that developed Homeworld also made all the Warhammer games and the Company of Heroes. Yes, they are responsible for a lot of awesome stuff. They are just awesome in general. So these are our scouts. I just can't get over how beautiful they look. Like the model is still kind of like rough, if you can. It's like angular and stuff, but the texture is so beautiful. It's so nice. Okay, we have the scouts, and unlike in Homeworld 2, which you might have seen on my channel before, they are individual ships. As you can see, this is not like a wing like in Homeworld 2, so you have to build them one by one. And I also have the ellipse enabled, and the ellipse is, if you are wondering, it's in the options. Look at them. They are really small compared to the ship. Look at that. Look how far they are from each other. If I zoom out, kind of getting closer, right? And they are like staying same size-ish. That's just to make them visible, especially back then on the lower resolution screens. Anyway, I will set a formation. Actually, it asked me formation, but it's kind of a combination of Homeworld 2 and 1, where you can set. You can basically set the formation. All this stuff is the same, and they also, you might have, although I'm not sure. Maybe they don't have fuel, but maybe I was lied to. I read about it a lot, so we will send them over there. This is also new in Homeworld 1. You weren't able to do. Well, you were able to move in the system manager or the sensor manager, but you weren't able to like attack like this. So we are sending our little scouts to attack. Just look at Kharak. Look at Kharak. Just the texture. It looks so beautiful. It actually looks a lot like the planet in the hardware now Homeworld Shipbreakers. Am I right or am I right?
Awaiting further orders.
Anyway, we've destroyed the drones. We have set the formation. Of course, we use the claw formation because it's the best one ever. And now we are
formation trial complete. Flight analysis shows a 22% increase in combat performance. The next trial will test the effectiveness of tactics. Stand by to begin tactics trial. Use aggressive or evasive tactics and engage the target drones here.
Okay. And on, I don't think this is what I think it is. It's for the speed burst, most likely this bar. There is no fuel because they would have lost at least a little bit of it. It's like the limitation of the new Homeworld 2 engine. And hello, Cat Eater Macrophocopter. Still can't get over the Cat Eater in your name, but otherwise. The claw! Yes, the claw formation. It's here, and we have set it to, well, passive, let's set it to aggressive. And it changes the way they fly. In the evasive, or passive.
Watch your course.
It used to be called evasive in the
Homeworld
1, I think. They are basically trying to avoid enemy fire, and they also were, I think, faster, but they were not firing as often, or maybe they were not as strong. But this is using this bit is from Homeworld 2. And look at them go! So many drones. Even the target drones look amazing. Just look at the quality of this texture. And usually you see them like a couple of pixels in the distance. Just the amount of work put into this is amazing. Why am I not harvesting? Let's harvest.
Resources locked in.
I don't think we were asked to yet, but hopefully this will not break anything. Also, I checked the achievements, and sadly the achievements are only for finishing tutorials and finishing the individual missions. There's nothing special. There's so much stuff that could be an achievement in the game. Maybe it's time to implement in this. Okay, so we destroyed the second one.
Moving into position.
No, it's not missing anything from the second bar. I don't think that's fuel.
Tactics trial complete. The next trial will test the performance of the Salvage corvette. build one, and capture the target drone here.
And now, everybody, we will build the most overpowered
Mothership.
ship in this game. And it's available to you from the very start. So this is our mothership. When you have something more, we can switch with it. And look at it, I don't really... This is the only thing I have a gripe with the remastered. Just look at this, it's just all mess. It's based on the Homeworld 2, basically. But in Homeworld 2 it was all like yellow and blue and everything was so nice and clear. Even the models of the ships, the queues, everything was so nicely laid out. Well, the layout is the same, basically. It just has this weird, dumb texture, which is also over here, which I don't understand, I don't like. And this is the first and the only time I will talk about it. And let's build that salvage
Construction underway.
See, it's even like kind of hard to see this as well. Maybe I'm just spoiled. I just love the model of the mothership. Look at all these little like skyscrapers or whatever they are. Oh. There's one more thing I want to test. No, you can't move your mothership. Yep. Even though she moved out of the scaffold, it also like shifted a little bit to the side. I blame the scaffold. You can't move your mothership, even though she has all these huge engines. There's no way to move it. And there are missions based around
Salvage
this
Corvette
in the
complete.
game, unlike in the Homeworld 2. But I've seen in multiplayer, you are able to move the mothership. That would be a little bit too big of a disadvantage.
Confirmed.
So there we go. Oh my god, look at that. Look at all the greebling on the ship. I always found it a little bit strange. Also, it looks like two Millennium Falcons stacked on top of each other. There is our target. So we are going to capture it. And for that we need an X amount of Corvette class salvage corvettes. For bigger ships you need more than one. But for this one little wimpy drone we only need one. This guy has no weapons. It is slow. It has a decent amount of health. But yeah, the most powerful ship in the game. If you know how to use it. Which, as we know, I may not. Brazilian ideas OP. Oh my god, yes, tomorrow will be new EU4. And of course we will play EU4 tomorrow. But today we are playing Homeworld. And I'm guessing the day after tomorrow we will play it as well again. Because I want to get through this amazing campaign. Where did he go to pick up this target drone? Saber! That's really the Twitch chat. I'm afraid to out-tap from the game. I'm not sure how stable it is. I've set it to Homeworld Remastered collection. Anyway, you can see it's bringing in the ship inside, and then inside, that's like a hangar. It's like the scene from the beginning of the New Hope. And they beat up the crew, which there is none because it's a drone. And yeah, then they fill it with our own crew, and then the ship is ours, and we can use it ourselves.
Strike group coordinates locked in.
Cryotrace. Oh my god, even these guys are so... Look at this, this is like haphazardly painted on it. Or maybe like, it was painted better, but it was just up here for too long, and like the star winds or whatever just managed to peel off the paint from the cryotrace. Okay, I have captured it. Oh, construct the research ship. I have completely missed that because I'm talking too much. So we will construct the research ship.
Underway.
Even research is slightly different in this version. And everything I'm talking about, like beforehand, is from the videos of folks like Total Biscuit, which covered the game before release. As I said, I have only played the tutorial. Look at the engines.
Ready.
I wonder how it looks like when they like light up.
Green line confirmed.
Oh, that's just so good. It's so cool.
Setting
Stop.
drives to idle. Okay, yeah, building. Oh, there's one thing, but there's one omission.
I couldn't find in the options in the controls. Maybe I'm just blind. But there used to be a way to speed up time, like time acceleration. For example, when you are building something like I did, when you forget and you don't want to wait around. But I just can't find it. Maybe I'm just really blind. But it was really a must-have in the first game, not so much in the second game. Because, well, in the first game you had to manually collect all the resources. In the next game it just collects everything on the map for you. Okay. Yeah, almost done. There it is.
Stand by for hyperdrive test. Internal pressure doors will be sealed in 2 minutes.
There it is.
Abort system is standing by.
Hyperspace module fully charged. I am ready to initiate quantum wave generation on your mark. Good luck, everyone.
All sections have reported in. We are clear to proceed. Trigger the hyperspace drive at your discretion.
Okay, now we are the choice of actually it used to be there as well. And now it would be the time to harvest everything. I wonder if there is anything left to harvest. Maybe there is not.
Standing by.
I think my resource collector just picked up. No, it is a full load. Interesting. You have 750 resource units, which is the sole and only resource in the game. Also, when you look at the research chip, which is over here, you can notice these connections. They can actually connect. You can connect 6 of them in like a daisy formation, and I think they are just speeding up your research and stuff. This is the only thing you can, yeah, let's research the fighter chassis before we go on, because we need something better than just the scouts. And yeah, and then they connect, and I think they even start rotating. It looks like a space station when it's all done. I don't have the resources right now to build it all. Where are you going? Are there more resources, or are you going to just sit in the formation? No, we are done. He'll just park himself over here and wait for further instructions, which are none right now. So the research is almost done, and this will be the first mission. And even now, even though I'm not doing really anything epic, you can see just how much love was put into the game. Especially if you check out some of the... There is a lot of those videos on
New
YouTube.
Fighters available for
there you
construction.
can see the original game.
New research available.
Oh, really?
Resource collector awaiting instructions.
Okay, let's research Orbit Drive as well. It's interesting. I thought, I was almost sure this was in the next mission, but yeah, researching everything before hyperspacing is a big deal. Because of course there's something I omitted completely. Everything you build, everything you research, everything you have in your resource storage, everything goes with you from mission to mission. You are basically building up your fleet. Would we even make maybe a little bit of sense to build a couple of interceptors right now? Which I think I will actually do. They are pretty cheap. Do we need any salvage corvettes for the next mission? I'm not sure. I don't think so. That's one thing I want to try in the next couple of missions, because there used to be ships that are unsalvageable, impossible to
Construction
capture.
underway. Berths are clear.
Research complete. New corvettes available for construction.
Berths are clear.
Just to repair corvettes.
Interceptor complete.
Not gonna build those.
Interceptor
It was
complete.
in the first game. The repair corvette was the only like lower than frigate size ship without
Interceptor
fuel,
complete.
and it was able to refuel your fighters as well.
Interceptor complete.
Okay, hopefully you'll not need... You know what? Let's keep a little bit of those resources for the next mission. And, well, let's hyperspace onwards for the great glory. And on YouTube, until next time, bye-bye.
At ease.